The European Union's top diplomat has called on Turkey to change its trade policy towards Russia after the invasion of Ukraine. EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said Turkey's refusal to join the EU in sanctioning Russia was, quote, a growing cause for concern. It comes as Turkish President Rejep Tayyip Erdogan plans to speak separately to both Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to discuss strengthening the Black Sea grain deal. The agreement allows Ukrainian grain to be exported via a Black Sea corridor. For more on this, let's cross over to DW's correspondent in Istanbul, Julia Han. Hello, Julia. Do we know exactly what's on the agenda when Putin and Erdogan speak?
Well, there's probably a whole list of issues on the agenda, but President Erdogan specifically mentioned the continued implementation of the so-called grain deal, this major agreement which has allowed Ukraine to export more than 13 million tons of wheat, corn and other agricultural produce in recent months. This deal, as we know, was brokered by the Turkish government together with the United Nations back in July, and Turkey also helped to seek an extension of this deal in November. But we also know that the Russian government, President Putin, isn't happy with this agreement for several reasons. And now you just mentioned the current military situation there in and around the port city of Odessa. So this might be a crucial topic on the agenda. But more generally speaking, President Erdogan sees himself as a peace broker, as the most effective mediator in this war, because he has good relations with both Ukraine and Russia. And he says he still thinks it's possible to bring the two leaders together for diplomatic talks. Whether this is realistic at the moment is, of course, another question.
Yeah, but the European Union is concerned by Turkey's close partnership with Russia, right? Does that bother Erdogan at all?
Well, it's not just the European Union or the EU's foreign policy chief who you just quoted there, but also the US government has warned Turkish businesses against working together with sanctioned Russian institutions and individuals. They have even threatened punitive measures against Ankara. Turkey has not joined Western sanctions against Russia, I should mention. To the contrary, the trade volume between Turkey and Russia has more than doubled this year compared to 2021. Turkey has become a safe haven for Russian companies, for Russian citizens, both Kremlin critics and supporters. The Turkish government is also seeking a discount on Russian gas. Now, are these warnings from Western capitals worrying Erdogan? Do they impress him? This is, of course, another question. We have elections, crucial elections coming up here in Turkey in a few months' time that will determine the political survival of President Erdogan. Observers say he needs the financial support of Vladimir Putin, so it's likely he will try to protect his ties with Russia.
Okay, Julia Han, DW correspondent in Istanbul. Thank you.